Lady Veyle!
Oh, Alfred!
You're drenched in sweat. Are you feeling okay?
It's so spicy.
What is?
The soup I'm eating.
Wait, is that all?
What's so funny?
You just look so dead set on eating that soup, no matter how spicy it is.
It's my favorite, but I can't help making a weird face every time I eat it. I know. How about you give it a try? It's so spicy you'll make a weird face too. Just you wait and see.
Challenge accepted. Need water. No!
See? Your face was way weirder than mine. I win! Alfred, there's something I've been worried about.
Well, how about we go for a run together?
I don't understand. How will that help?
When the sweat starts to drip and your legs get sore, everything else melts away.
So I'm just supposed to forget about the stuff that's worrying me?
Sure. As long as that stuff's not bothering you anymore, that's a good thing.
Let me try again. I have worries that I actually want to solve, not just forget about.
Then tell me all about them.
Okay, well, I want to find a way to be of help to people once the war is over. I don't know exactly what to do yet, but I wondered if I could ask you for help figuring it out.
Of course. I'm happy to do whatever I can.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the right person to ask. But here's what worries me. Alfred, I did so many bad things before. I don't think anyone, except maybe the people here, will accept my help.
Yeah, could be. A lot of people out there don't know the whole story with you. But that's okay. You can take all the time you need to get folks to understand. I'll be there vouching for you every step of the way. It's the least I can do for a good buddy.
That's very kind of you.
But I guess this doesn't go too far towards solving your problems, huh? Maybe there's something more I can do right now.
No, it's okay. You've done so much for me already. Thank you, Alfred.
Lady Veyle, you look like someone who could stand to run some laps.
Why do you say that?
Because you've got that look on your face. The one that says things are unbelievably terrible. Listen, some problems you just can't solve no matter how hard you wish you could. For those, you gotta get out there and run until all you remember is the run.
I don't know. How can I just forget? The terrible things I did, the pain I caused. My heart is so full of guilt, and I'm afraid I'm going to feel like this forever.
You know what? This sounds too tough to leave behind, even with the help of a good run.
Yes, I think you're right.
So, every mile or two, try a few sets of push-ups. That ought to do the trick. And if you add some crunches, you'll be golden. I guarantee you a good night's sleep after that.
Crunches? Oh, Alfred. I don't think my problems can be solved by push-ups or crunches.
Of course, you know that. And I know that. You probably won't ever forget all that stuff you told me about.
No, I'll continue to shoulder this guilt and regret for a long time.
Maybe you will. But you've got to give yourself a break sometimes, right? If you don't set your troubles down every now and then, they'll crush you.
You're right, Alfred. Thank you so much. You know, I think I might want to go for a run. Will you come with me? Please?
Just say the word. I'd be happy to push you so hard you can't think of anything else. It's what I do best.
Good morning, Alfred.
Morning, Celine.
Training hard again, I see. Though normally I don't find you using a shovel. That's a deep hole you've dug too. Won't this be hazardous for the others?
Oh, Celine, this isn't training. And if anything, I need to dig deeper.
What in the world is the purpose of this?
I overheard the kitchen staff this morning complaining that there wasn't enough water. So I'm digging a well for them.
Pardon? Alfred, if the water supply is low, there's a river nearby we can fetch more from. What possessed you to decide that the solution to the problem was to dig a well?
Hey, you're right. That's using your noggin. I'd better find a jug and leg it to the river. Thanks for the tip, Celine.
You haven't changed one bit, it seems. Better that you should dress in pelts and furs to warn people of your barbaric mindset. Do you know what you are, Alfred? A barbarian in princess clothing.
Huh, what a nice thing to say. Thanks, Celine.
How did that strike you as a compliment?
You meant that I've got muscles all over like a barbarian, right? That's real praise, even if you're just saying it because I'm your brother.
That is not at all how I meant it.
Hey, it's okay, Celine. If that wasn't the idea, then what did you mean by it?
Your first impulse on hearing we were low on water was to dig a well.
Oh, right. Some mix-up, huh? Boy, was my face red.
Would that it were the only example. What about the time you heard some soldiers wishing they could cleanse themselves? You immediately leapt to dig them a hot spring.
Oh, do we not like hot springs?
That isn't my point. Why is your first instinct always to go digging?
Because it's good training.
Save your breath. It's instincts like that mark you as barbaric, which would be fine for most men, but you are a prince. Try to act the part.
All right, Celine, I get your point. From now on, I'm gonna train even harder. No more skip days. Pretty soon, I'll be so beefy that everyone can tell right off what a barbarian I am. No more confusion.
Ugh. Once again, you have completely missed the point. What are you doing there, Alfred? Digging another well? Or is this more training?
Something like that. Trying to keep up my health, you know? Yeah. If I train hard enough, then I won't suffer like I used to.
Alfred? What's wrong?
Don't worry, Celine. It's just an attack. It'll pass soon.
An attack? Is it your old illness?
I was doing so well. That part of my life was supposed to be long gone.
Wait here. I'll fetch someone at once.
No, stop!
What? Why should I?
I don't want anyone to see me like this. Not our allies, the emblems, or the divine dragon. I can't let them see this. A weak prince unfit to fight who could collapse any day?
None of them would see you that way. They're far too gracious for that.
But I would still know. And besides, I don't want them to worry about me. As far as they're concerned, I want to be the spirited prince who loves working out. Just let me rest for a while. I'll be fine. Please, Celine.
Very well. But know that if your condition ever worsens, I will seek help.
Thanks. Having a sister like you is true happiness, if you ask me.
That's your idea of true happiness? Don't be absurd.
Well, what about you then? What brings you true happiness?
Nothing.
Really? You've got good friends, you got your health, and none of that does it?
I take joy in those things, to be sure, but I don't value happiness as a life goal. After all, what if I found it? Then my whole life afterward would be spent looking fondly back.
Really? Even if something better comes along?
The possibility that it never will is terrifying. I couldn't bear it. I've always yearned for happiness and saw only misery. Like the day I fled from the castle. If Firenze had fallen, or Mother died, or you were lost to us, I wondered, how would I respond? And now this? If things get worse and you have to leave, what will I... How can I...
Hey, I'm not gonna die, okay? I'll be fine if I stick with my training.
You really do have the mind of a barbarian. If only you had the body to match.
I'll get there. That's why I work out. Whoa, Celine, look! You see that 4-leaf clover?
Where?
Right by your foot. There you go. A small joy.
A small joy. That takes me back. We often sought such things when we were younger. At that age, I was better at it than you. I wonder when you surpassed me.
Talking to you makes me feel better. Chalk up another small joy for me.
I'm not certain that counts, but I'm relieved to hear that the worst has passed.
Let me make it up to you, Celine. I'll find lots of little joys and bring them to you. I can't promise everything will be fine with me, but we can prop each other up. For Firenze.
Yes, Alfred. I will support you in anything. Whatever else happens, we can make sure we return to Firenze. Together.
Prince Alfred, wait up!
Hiya, Princess Timerra. Need something?
Needs a strong word. I just figured you were headed off to eat a snack.
Nope. I was about to start my workout.
What? Then why did you have such a big grin on your face?
Because working out is my favorite part of the day.
Huh. I guess that tracks. I had it all backwards. Too bad, though. I was about to ask if I could come eat with you.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
Then again, training with you sounds pretty fun. Maybe I'll tag along after all.
Oh, you're gonna work out with me?
Sure, why not? If you insist, then we can have a nice yummy meal together. Your treat.
Ah, I see what you're doing. Fine by me. I'm not gonna pass up a chance to pick the brain of the future Queen of Solm.
Nothing too heavy, all right? I don't want to ruin the meal by talking shop.
Gotcha, Princess Timerra. We'll keep it breezy. Nothing heavy at this dinner but the cream. Hey, Princess Timerra. I heard you ride wolves. Is that really true?
Yep, when I was little, I'd tear through the halls of Somme Palace on Wolfback. Made a real mess.
Impressive. I can't think of anybody that out of control in my family.
Really? Most of my family is wild in one way or another. Oh, that reminds me. How do you like it if I gave you wolf riding lessons?
I was so hoping you'd ask.
Fantastic! I'd be happy to show you the ropes. I'm sure you won't mind getting bitten or thrown off now and again.
As in more than once?
Oh yeah, way more. And when the wolf's really agitated like that, I won't be able to call her off. But you can stop her on your own, as long as you've got plenty of muscle.
Well,
experienced riders can keep their wolves under control, but it's a different story for newcomers. I don't mean to scare you, though. Most people do make it through training with all their limbs.
I'm having second thoughts here. Maybe it's better I hold off. Can't let myself get sidelined while there's a war on, after all.
Yep. Sometimes the bravest thing is knowing when to call it quits.
Why don't you show me camping instead? It'd be fun to learn how you face the elements out in Solm, even if it's just a little.
Oh, absolutely! That does sound fun! I'll teach you everything I know. How to set up camp, which animals to watch out for. Oh, and most important of all, singing! Nothing beats a good camping song!
Great! As soon as I get myself a tent, we'll be in business.
Alfred on a camping trip. The food was great and the songs were hip. There were lots of stars in the sky that night. And that's the end of my song. All right.
Good one. Way to let everybody know just how you feel.
Aw, thanks. Most people don't think much of my singing.
What? Your singing is fantastic. It makes my heart swell up inside.
That's how it makes me feel too. Thanks, Prince Alfred. Oh, looks like the fire's petering out.
Ooh, allow me. Let's see here.
Good work. You've got it down pat. What do you even need me here for? You're a natural.
Well, I had a great teacher.
Keep buttering me up, why don't ya?
Thanks again. I've learned so much from being around you. It's really helped me get a handle on where your people are coming from.
Ah, you're trying to gain some first-hand experience of Solmic culture, huh?
Yeah. I thought if I tried Solm stuff, I'd get to know Solm's people.
So then tell me, does this mean you're planning to invade?
Not at all. I swear, I'm learning all this so I can help bring our countries together.
Yeah, I know. I'm just yanking your chain. Still, I don't think our work here is done.
What makes you say that?
Because now it's my turn to learn more about the Kingdom of Firenze. For Solm and Firenze to grow closer, they both need to understand each other, right?
True enough.
Well then, for the sake of our countries, you'd better tell me all about this homeland of yours.
With pleasure, Princess Timerra. Now, where to begin?
Prince Alfred, might I ask you for a quick lick?
Run that by me again, Bunet?
Forgive me, sir. I can explain more clearly. Those flowers you're wearing, I should quite like to acquaint one of them with my taste buds.
You want to taste a flower?
I seem to have crossed a line. Please disregard my request.
You're a riot, Bunet. It's no big deal. I'll see if I can get you a flower like these. You can taste it to your heart's content.
Thank you.
Speaking of which, Bunet, you're looking pretty beefy.
Beefy, you say? Do you mean you would like to have a quick lick yourself?
No, I'm good. I was just paying you a compliment. Wish I could get muscles like yours, but they never seem to develop for me like they should.
Perhaps you could bulk up by changing your diet. If you'd like, I can cook up something nice and hearty for you.
No fooling? I'd love that.
Understood. Think of it as payment for one of those appetizing flowers. I will begin gathering ingredients. Please give me some time to prepare.
If it fixes my muscle problem, you can take all the time you need.
A note of sweetness.
That the flower I got you from Firenze? Does it, taste as good as you'd hoped?
Yes, like a lavish royal dance on the tongue. I expect it will go well in a salad. So this is how Firenze's royalty tastes.
Well, it's just a flower. Anyway, I hear you've been busy.
Yes, I have been hard at work preparing a dish to round out your muscles. It is ready at last.
Thanks! And eating this will give me the firm muscles I've wanted for so long, right?
In theory, yes.
Sure, nothing's guaranteed after all. Still worth a try.
Indeed. In that case, I will bring it out for you. How does it look?
It looks like meat. Meat cooked in meat sauce on top of a bed of thinly sliced meat.
Well, yes. Meat, being muscle, begets muscle. Such was my uninformed hunch. Thus, I figured that the more meat you ate, the more muscle you would grow.
That math checks out. I can tell you thought pretty hard about all this. And to show my thanks, I'm gonna destroy this meal. Time me.
What an appetite he has. I am glad to see my dish being enjoyed so immediately. We can only sow these beefy seeds and wait, hoping that a bounty of muscle springs forth. I have no evidence it will work, but, well, miracles happen.
Hey, Bunet.
Your Highness,
All those dishes you cooked up, and I'm still as scrawny as ever.
I failed then. You have my deepest apologies.
Oh, it's not your fault. You went all out and it showed. Plus, every dish was good eating. My compliments to the chef. No, the real trouble is just that I'm weak to the core.
Please, do not be so hard on yourself. These dishes may have failed in bulking up your slender form, but it was not for nothing. All that meat did result in a different sort of change.
I'm not following you.
Our flavor, yours and mine.
We have a flavor?
You see, we were once dry and bland, but as our bond deepened, our taste became richer, Perhaps that was a bad way to put it.
No, I see what you mean. We brought out new flavors in each other. Before, we were raw ingredients, but now we're, what do you call it? Fusion cuisine.
Yes, my thinking exactly. And now I often find myself fondly thinking about your vibrant zing.
I guess it's true what they say. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
I have always thought so. To that end, I should quite like to cook for you again.
Ooh, really? What do you have in mind?
I was planning to make a vegetable dish with one of your sweet flowers ground on top, and perhaps some grilled fish to counterbalance all the meat from last time.
I'm working up an appetite just listening to you.
Continue to eat my cooking and, who knows, you may one day have the body you desire.
Here's hoping, Bunet. Someday, my muscles are gonna be as strong as our friendship. What you doing up so late, Princess Ivy?
Prince Alfred, I suppose it must seem rather suspicious for an Illusian to be roaming alone after dark. I assure you, I have no plans to murder anyone or to set anything on fire. Of course, such assurances must mean little coming from me.
Oh, you don't seem so bad. I'm leaning toward trusting you by now.
Oh? I am surprised to learn that the Crown Prince of Firene is so naive.
If that's what I get for trusting people, then naive is my middle name.
So did you need something from me? If you were not here to doubt my motives, I would expect you to have left by now.
Nah, I wouldn't leave you alone.
And why is that?
Well, it's pretty plain to see that you're lost.
You think so?
The Somniel's a big place. Lots of twists and turns. It's easy to get confused.
I do confess I am somewhat lost.
If you're going where I think you're going, I know the way. Let me help you.
Thank you.
Princess Ivy, we've got to stop meeting at this hour.
Prince Alfred, is it not past your bedtime?
Oh, I'm not up late. I just got up early this morning.
I am not sure this hour is sufficiently late to qualify as early.
So what are you still doing up anyway?
I couldn't sleep.
I think it would be even harder to sleep out here, with it being so bright and all.
No, I prefer it here, actually.
Strong wind tonight, isn't it? Sounds like a howling ghost the way it blows through the trees.
What are you suggesting?
You can be straight with me, Princess Ivy. You were scared to be alone in your room, huh?
How dare you?
Hey, there's no shame in it. The wind scared me too. When I was a kid, I'd crawl under the sheets and stay there all night.
I am no child.
When you get creeped out, think of something fun instead. You'll be asleep before you know it. That's what my mother told me. After that, I slept like a log every single night.
I will return to bed. Sleep is restorative to one's health, as they say.
Nighty-night. Don't let the strong wind fright.
Thank you. Prince Alfred, do you understand the implications of what has occurred between us?
Princess Ivy? Can't say that I do.
That first night, you helped me find the way when I was lost. The second time, you gave me advice on how to find peaceful sleep. Much as I am loath to admit it, I am deeply in your debt.
And that's bad somehow?
Of course it's bad. I am the Crown Princess of Illusia. I cannot show such weakness, especially to a rival nation. Therefore, you must tell me how I can be of assistance to you.
Oh, so you think it should be your turn to help me now, huh?
I need to clear this obligation. That's all.
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm not in any kind of a jam right now.
So you won't let me help you? This is unacceptable. I demand that you be troubled immediately.
The only thing that's giving me trouble is this demand of yours. Look, I don't think of this as a pay me back someday situation. This is just what allies do. When I see you're in a spot, I help out. You don't owe me for that. None of my friends do.
You just trust people? You really are naive.
Guilty as charged. But there's a lot of upsides to being naive.
I suppose I can find inspiration in that. Very well. I will trust you.
Oh, Princess Ivy, that's great!
To be candid, I am glad to have more people I can trust now. When I become queen, it will be a relief to know that at least one of my peers is trustworthy. Thank you, Prince Alfred.
Good morning, Prince Diamont. I see that you're an early riser like myself.
Not quite, Prince Alfred. Night owl into early bird would be more accurate.
You mean you've been up all night?
That's right. I sat down to handle a pressing task before bed. Next thing I knew, I was watching the sunrise.
What was it you were doing?
I was drafting requests for funding to send to Brodia's nobles. Our military needs support. Any loans will be used as political leverage in the future. I'm worried, but out of options.
Huh. I mean, I see. I can sympathize with your plight. Every crown prince has the same troubles, it seems, no matter what realm they rule.
I don't doubt it.
Well then, I must carry on with my morning patrol.
Would you mind if I joined you? It would be foolish of me to try to sleep now. A walk and talk with the prince of a neighboring kingdom sounds much more enjoyable.
That's kind of you. It's sad that we only get the opportunity during hard times, isn't it? But a long walk might be just the thing we need to get to know each other. Let me start with a question for you. What's your favorite muscle?
What? That's your opener?
Oh, whoops. I was trying so hard to keep up the act, but I guess I blew it with that question.
No, you're fine. I think I'll take a page from you, actually. I could stand to be a little less formal.
No fooling? Oh, that'd be swell, Prince Diamont. Hey there, Prince Diamont.
Prince Alfred, are you on your way to another workout session?
Yep. I thought I'd ask if you wanted to tag along. Is this a bad time?
It's a great time. I was just getting ready for some exercise myself.
Nice. So let's head on over. That all you got?
Hardly. Let's see how you handle this.
I'm ready to call it a day.
I think I am too. That was really great. It's funny. I never thought I'd end up crossing swords with a rival prince outside of a battlefield.
While smiling at that. It was a good workout.
I know our kingdom signed a non-aggression pact, but I never pictured this as an outcome. It was nice.
Come on, you can do better than it was nice. What about this? It was better than I could have dreamed. That's the way I'd put it.
That sounds about right. If our countries hadn't become allies in this war, we wouldn't have been able to spar together. I suppose that's something to be thankful for.
There you go, that's thinking positive.
It's nice to think that the two of us will come out of this war as friends.
I hate to break it to you, but I'm not so sure that's possible. Things won't always be like this.
They won't?
Afraid not. By the time the war's over, we'll be even better buddies!
I like the way you think, Prince Alfred. Prince Alfred, may I speak with you?
Sure thing, Prince Diamont.
Let's find a quiet spot. This needs to be a private conversation.
Now that we're settled, what's the big deal?
Prince Alfred, I share the following concern not as a friend, but as the Crown Prince of Brodia. As you know, the Kingdom of Brodia prioritizes military might above all else. Our kingdom is home to many ambitious people. That might explain those priorities. Our culture also teaches that it's honorable to gain things by force.
Go on.
Thanks to Queen Eve, our two kingdoms have signed a non-aggression pact. However...
You're saying you can't promise it'll last.
That's right.
What do you think will happen?
I have my own hopes, but I won't just force them upon my kingdom. The will of my people must come first. I have to fight for whatever future serves them best.
I understand. I'm in the same tight spot. That said, everything will be fine. You've got nothing to worry about.
How can you be sure?
Well, I mean, everyone from Brodia seems so nice.
I'm not sure if you're joking.
I can't speak for the whole kingdom, but all the Brodians I've met were nice enough. I don't think they want a war over nothing. I think things are gonna work out. I trust the good folks of Brodia that way.
You trust in the goodwill of others? Even the citizens of neighboring kingdoms?
People are people, no matter where they're from. Is trusting in them so bad?
No, it's not bad at all. In fact, trust might be the most important quality for a leader to have.
I'm with you on that one.
I'm glad to have met you, Prince Alfred. Here's to our growing friendship and trust as fellow crown princes of allied kingdoms.
Looking forward to working with you, Prince Diamont. I think this is the start of something beautiful between our kingdoms, and between us.
Ooh, look what I found! It's an Alfred! Fancy meeting one of those in a place like this.
Hey, Yunaka, you settling in okay?
Abso-totally. Everyone's been a tasty treat. If anything, the welcome's been almost a little too warm, you know? I'm an unknown quantity. I could be anybody. What if I was a somebody? Who would know? It's weirdly convenient no one's been checking on me to try to find out.
Oh, should I be snooping more?
Seems like a logical course of action, that's all I'm saying.
Well, I do want to get to know you better. So yeah, we should talk more, when we get the time.
Talk? Is that your idea of gathering intel? Are you really gonna go that easy on me? Think about it, chum. I could be an enemy spy.
Probably not, though. I trust you.
Forsooth, silly lad. Whence comes this unearned confidence? Have you never once been betrayed, swindled, double-crossed, bamboozled?
I get that question a lot.
Gets that question a lot, he says. Not a bit of self-awareness on this guy. I don't get you, Alfred, but maybe I shouldn't look this gift knife in the serrated bevel. If you trust me, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Anytime, Yunaka. So, where are you from?
Ooh, look at you, shooting off questions like barbed arrows out of camouflage. Set an ambush like that, and you're liable to drag a straight answer out of me.
Great, so let's have it.
Dang. Somewhere in, Brodia?
Oh, I see. Thanks for opening up.
Listen, could I ask you to keep a lid and, 8 padlocks on this particular jar? Things could get unpleasant for me if this gets out and folks start connecting dots.
Gotcha. My lips are sealed.
Thanks, Alfred. Look, I know you want us to talk more, but it's not quite that simple. It could get really bad for both of us if you ask me the wrong kinds of questions.
Oh,
I've got a lot to hide. And I don't want to lie to you, but if you put me in that position, then I absolutely will. Because it's far preferable to the trouble that could find you if you learn too much about me. I'm sorry, that's how it has to be, but...
No, I get it. I won't push you. I'm not out to make you uncomfortable.
I appreciate that, Alfred. Truly.
But I said last time I wanted to talk more with you, and that's what I'm gonna do. It doesn't have to be personal stuff. We can talk about anything. Like our favorite flowers.
Yes, love it! Henceforth, your brain's gonna be stuffed with obscure weapon factoids. Golly, that's weird to think about.
What is?
Where I'd be if I hadn't heard Micaiah's voice in that ring. I wouldn't be here at all, would I? It's kind of unnerving to think this great change in my life hinged completely on a coincidence.
Nah, it's no coincidence that you're one of us now. It's just you being you.
What do you mean?
You're here because you wanted Micaiah's wish to come true. Thanks to your big heart, we're allies now. I'm glad to have you on the team.
Oh, shuckers, Alfred. You're the one with the big heart, though. Honestly, compared to you, I'm a coward. I've hidden who I really am, all the things I've done, just for the chance to belong here. If you knew the whole truth about me, I'd have so much more to worry about. I think you'd do more than merely despise me. I think you'd actually come after me.
No, I wouldn't.
What do you mean you wouldn't? You can't just say you wouldn't. I've been filling your head with weapon facts. You barely know a thing about me. You can't accept me for who I am without even knowing who that is. It's not right. It's unfair.
Let it be unfair then. I'm fine with that. I'm fine not knowing your past, too. I trust you, Yunaka. I always will.
Come on, Alfred.
I don't have to explain why I trust you. Just like you don't have to prove that I should trust you.
You are so weird. I mean, I know I'm bizarre, but you're a whole new breed of bird.
You got me there. From one weird bird to another, I hope we stay friends for a long time.
Me too.
Amber, got a sec?
Sure, Prince Alfred. What's up?
People tell me you know a lot. Especially when it comes to rumors and myth.
Oh, totally. All legends are true if you choose to believe them. And I believe a lot of them.
Well, there's something I always wondered that maybe you could help me with. Have you ever heard a legend about a kind of medicine that makes you ultra-muscular?
Muscular?
No, ultra-muscular.
Huh. No, I don't think I've heard of that legend.
Damn, I thought if anybody might know more, it'd be you.
Well, now that I've heard about it from you, I can't just ignore it. I have to know. I'll uncover the legend of that muscle-boosting medicine no matter what.
Really? You're a peach, Amber.
Aw, no sweat. I live for this lore legendy stuff. I'll start poking around right now. Hey, Muscles. Yeah, you with the big arms. How'd you get so huge?
Now we're getting somewhere. If there's anyone you can trust to get it done, it's Amber.
Even the sharpest lance will bend and warp. 1,000 arrows will bounce right off. Just one of these pills will turn your muscles to pure steel and your body into a fortress. That's the power of the legendary muscle-boosting medicine, Suprotein.
Suprotein?
Yep.
Not doubting you here, but that name makes this whole thing seem unbelievable.
Oh, but that's exactly how legends work. Bizarre names, vague clues, following your gut instincts into the unknown. This is how legends transform into epic quests. What's it gonna be, Prince Alfred? Are you ready to follow your dreams and embark on the adventure of a lifetime? This quest is worth undertaking as long as you believe it is. Do you believe, Prince Alfred?
You're darn right I believe. You've worked too hard tracking this down for me to doubt you. All right then, where do we find this Suprotein?
Oh, okay. I have everything we need to get started. Let's see. From here, it'll take about a year to reach the medicine's location.
Why so long?
It comes in a pill that can only be found on this one mountaintop that pokes above the clouds.
This doesn't sound like an easy trip. I don't think now is the time for me to be ducking out. I hate to say it, but I might have to put this muscle quest on hold for now.
Oh, I guess you're right. Man, I really hyped this one up without thinking, huh? Sorry.
What are you talking about? You just gave me the best gift of all.
I did?
Something to work toward. A dream.
Whoa! Yes, Prince Alfred! I love that!
Glad you're back on board.
Morning, Prince Alfred.
Morning, Amber.
You're up pretty early again.
It's never too early for a workout.
You're amazing, Prince Alfred. You never miss a day of training, do you? I don't know how you do it.
It's simple. Workouts are fun. It's like you and your myth chasing. Even when that gets tough, you never give up, right?
Huh. Yeah, that's true.
Besides, I can't afford not to stay in shape.
Oh, sure. Because we're in the middle of a war.
True, but I'm looking ahead to after the war, too.
What do you mean?
What? Did you forget the dream already?
Huh?
At the peak of some far-off mountain is every weightlifter's dream. If I'm gonna build the strength to get there, I gotta start training now.
Wait, you mean the Suprotein legend? I thought you gave up on that.
Nah, I put it on hold. Big difference. I might still go after it once the war's done. It's a reason to keep going. Can't fall before I get my hands on the prize, right?
But, Prince Alfred, you do all this prep when there isn't a single shred of evidence that Suprotein is real?
It doesn't matter. A dream's not about facts. It's about believing.
Yes, totally. That's exactly how I feel. Chasing legends is the best.
I'm just having fun in life, that's all.
Me too. I want to have that exact kind of fun. Can I train with you? I also believe in Suprotein. So let me chase that legend too.
Sure, I'd love to have you aboard. We may be from different kingdoms, but we can still share the same dream.
Prince Alfred, if you get any cooler, my head's gonna explode.
Vander, I owe you an apology.
An apology? What for?
I messed up big time. If I'd been quicker about getting to Lethos, I could have saved Queen Lumera. I know the Queen meant a lot to you. I'm really sorry she's gone.
You are mistaken, Prince Alfred. If there is blame to cast, I bear as much as you. More, in fact, as I was her retainer. So you see, you have nothing to apologize for.
But
Without your presence, Prince Alfred, our losses may have been even greater. As I see it, I have ample reason to thank you and none to resent you.
Well, if you say so. Happy to help. Hey, is it okay with you if I visit again?
Of course. Let us share stories of happier times with Queen Lumera.
Happier times, huh?
Indeed. I think Queen Lumera would prefer that to brooding over our failures. Don't you?
When I was little, Queen Lumera gave me flowers for my birthday. They were these real pretty white flowers. I couldn't tell you what they were called.
Windflowers, most likely. Queen Lumera was especially passionate about growing them.
Windflowers. I'll have to remember that.
Queen Lumera once made a gift of windflowers for me as well.
Oh, was it your birthday too?
No, there was nothing special about the occasion.
Oh. Maybe it was her way of saying, good work, my loyal retainer.
Perhaps. Such gestures were typical of our queen. The garden where she tended her windflowers was trampled into mud during the battle. Thinking about it now, I wish I had spent more time with the queen.
Well, we all have regrets. Nothing to do with them but keep moving forward. It's up to us now to keep our people safe, just like Queen Lumera used to. What's up, Vander? Your invite caught me a little off guard.
Have a look at this.
Are these windflowers? Whole garden full. But why here?
I thought it would be a waste for them to grow only within the castle. I planted what I could find of them here so that everyone may enjoy them. I must admit, I didn't expect them to thrive quite so much.
There's some real good-looking windflowers, I'll give you that. When I gaze at them, I have the strangest feeling that Queen Lumera is here at my side.
I know just what you mean. I wanted you to see the windflowers too, Prince Alfred.
Thanks. It means a lot, you know? Once we get our peace back, why don't you and me plant even more windflowers here?
Yes, we shall plant them together.
And this time, we'll make sure the garden stays safe. That way, Queen Lumera can watch over her people from here.
It is as she would wish, Prince Alfred.
Amazing weather we're having today, huh?
Too true. It's the perfect day for a cup of tea.
Especially the tea you prepare, Etier. It's my favorite of all.
That's kind of you to say. Would you like another cup?
No, I'd better not.
If you say so.
I can't hold it anymore. I'm out.
Your cup is down first. I win.
Yep, fair play, Etier. I got no excuse. Although I could swear our special workout teacups seem heavier today.
Well spotted. I did add some weight, in fact.
No wonder I had such trouble just lifting it.
Don't whine. The road to muscle gain is long and bumpy, and you've just begun. Tea time will only get harder from here.
I expect nothing less. Let's raise our teacups to strength.
To strength.
You're sure about this?
Extremely. You're not leaving until you've drank every drop of my new and improved muscle stimulant.
Well, anything for strength.
That's the spirit. I put a lot of research into this one. I guarantee you'll see results.
It's great news. Thanks for putting so much effort into this. It's just... You couldn't have done anything about the smell?
Sorry, you'll have to hold your nose. It was unavoidable with all the different ingredients I used.
Like what, exactly?
In researching this drink, I interviewed a lot of hard bodies. I found out their favorite foods so I could mix them all into one potent stew.
All of them? At once?
Well, all of those plus a few other things I thought might help.
And how does it taste?
Couldn't tell you. I haven't tried it.
Unbelievable. You waited until I could try it first before having any for yourself? I'm touched, Etier.
It's all part of the job.
I'm ashamed to have been so nitpicky over little things like taste and smell. I want you to know how grateful I am, Etier. Bottoms up. To strength.
To strength. Well, what did you think?
One thing's for sure. It's not fit for human consumption.
I was afraid of that.
Good morning, Etier. Any suggestions for our early workout?
How about a run?
Sounds good. Want to make it a race?
Nah, I prefer to run alongside. Easier to keep you safe that way.
Makes sense. Oh, look!
Is something wrong?
No, I just noticed how beautiful those flowers are. Let's put the run on hold for a minute.
As you wish.
You know what pretty flowers always remind me of? This memory I have of you with an armload of them.
My hometown is known for those flowers. I used to bring some anytime I visited the castle.
I remember. My mother and the servants loved them.
Good. I'm glad.
Speaking of mother, you want to hear something funny? She originally thought you might be the one to become my queen.
You're kidding. That's the first I've heard of it. But that does explain some things. Now I get why I was assigned to you instead of Princess Celine, my childhood friend. I've wondered about that for years. Mystery solved, I guess.
That must have bugged you.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm proud to be your retainer, Prince Alfred. Though, it's a bit of a shock to try to imagine myself as your queen. Queen Etier. Apologies to Queen Eve, but I can't picture it, no matter how hard I try.
Me neither. I try to imagine us as anything but what we are now and my brain freezes up.
I know what you mean. Our bond as prince and retainer is too strong to be anything else.
Workout partners too, don't forget that.
Always, Prince Alfred. Speaking of which, shouldn't we get going on that run? I'm getting antsy.
Lead the way, Etier. Every day spent training with you is a gift. To strength and to peace.
And to your happiness.
Nice. I've said it before, but I really admire those muscles, Boucheron.
I appreciate the compliment.
Your triceps are especially well developed. Mind if I feel them?
Anything you want, Prince Alfred.
Yes. Incredible stuff. Practically a Fyrenees national treasure. The forearm is perfectly sculpted, too. Wish mine was like that.
Are you finished now?
Oh, guess I got carried away there. You gotta admit, though, these muscles of yours are something else. I can't help but wonder what the secret is to getting beauties like these.
Nothing special, really.
Oh, that's what you always say. There must be some trick to it. Unless you're telling me they're all natural. How is that possible?
That's a bit,
A bit what? Is there something special about this one?
No, Prince Alfred. It's just a bit ticklish.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Wakey, wakey, Boucheron! The sun is rising!
Prince Alfred? Good morning. Are you on an early patrol?
Nope, no patrols for me today.
Then why so early?
I wanted to make sure I'm here to see every part of your day.
You want to see my day? Whatever for?
To solve the mystery of those muscles, of course.
Come again?
You told me you don't do anything special to get that buff, which means they must come from the way you live your life, so that's what I'm gonna watch.
All right, that makes sense, of a sort.
I'm glad you agree. Let's get started. You just go and do what you do naturally. Try to forget that I'm watching everything.
Fine. If the prince doesn't mind, the first thing I'm doing with my day is going back to sleep.
Go ahead, I'll sit here and take notes. It's midday. Boucheron is reading a book, not seeing how this is building muscle. The book isn't even a hardcover.
No! Poor little Fifi.
Now he's crying. What a softie. I think I'm onto something here. Fishing must be the key to those bulging muscles.
Ha! I've got you now.
But that makes no sense. I sweat harder in the gym than he does sitting there with a pole. Sure looks like fun, though. I just don't understand. I watched you all day and never once saw you break a sweat.
I'm sorry you didn't get anything out of it. You've wasted your whole day on me.
Oh, I wouldn't call it a waste, and I got plenty out of it. It reminded me how nice it is to spend time with an old friend.
That's kind of you to say, Prince Alfred.
The only thing I regret is that I spent all day just watching instead of getting in there myself.
Well, you're welcome anytime to join in my daily routine. You're right. It would be fun.
Fishing is harder than it looks, huh? You got any tips? Like, is there a certain way I should be pulling for maximum flex?
I'm sorry, but the only thing on my mind when I fish is the bobber.
Then how do you do it?
Patience, I suppose.
Patience. Got it. Here I go. Being patient. 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 I have a better idea. We get a big net, throw it in the water, and use those muscles to pull it out. Think of all the fish we could catch at once.
Our haul would be considerable, but what you suggest is less fishing than trawling.
Yeah, you got a point there.
If fishing bores you, feel free to pursue your own activities. I won't mind.
You know me too well. Honestly, I've never been one to sit still, but I don't want to give up on fishing either.
Why not, if I may ask?
Because it's a way to spend time with you, Boucheron.
I see.
We've always been close, but lately we haven't gotten much alone time. I'm doing my best to savor moments like this. So I'll sit here and keep fishing. Even if neither of us catches anything, that's fine with me.
You know, about my physique, I suppose I am just naturally muscular. But I am glad to be gifted with such a body if it helps me look after you.
Boucheron, I'm getting a tug on the line!
A big one, I'd say. Do your best not to let it get away.
I'm trying, but I think the line is about to snap.
I'll help you. We'll land this fish together.
With you at my side, it's practically in the bag. Get set to get hooked, fishy! morning, Divine One.
Good morning, Alfred. That's quite the smile. Having a good day, are you?
You can say that again. I got up before sunrise and did tons of training. Even got an early run-in. And the cherry on top, I get to see your bright and shining face. What a day to be alive.
There's no need to tease me.
Who's teasing? Wouldn't you be just as happy to wake up to the sight of a friend?
Well, yes. I do feel happy when I see my friends.
See? Me too. But, look, isn't there anything I can do for you? You've been awake a while, but it must be hard. There's bound to be a lot you're still adjusting to. Tell your friend Alfred all about it.
Let me think. No, there's nothing bothering me at the moment.
Good, great. But if there is something, well, I want to be the first to know. Before you left Lethos, you asked me as a friend to teach you things, to help you adjust. And knowing you wanted to be friends just tickled me.
Our friendship makes me happy too, Alfred. Hi, Alfred. Do you have a moment?
Sure do. Whatever you need, I'm all ears.
I appreciate the beautiful breakfasts you've been bringing me in the mornings, but would you please stop making them?
Oh no! They've been too heavy on the meat, haven't they? I just wanted you to get strong.
To be honest, they do have a ton of meat, but that's not why I'm bringing it up. I just feel bad that you've gone out of your way to do this for me every morning.
I get you. Sorry about that. I wasn't out to make you feel bad. I thought my friend would enjoy waking up to healthy, yummy breakfasts. But I'll cut it out.
Thank you, Alfred. There was one other thing. Every night, as I'm fading into sleep, I hear the haunting song of a flute.
Yeah, that's me playing a lullaby, just making sure the Divine One gets a good night's rest.
Ah, I thought that was your silhouette outside my sanctum. Your playing is quite lovely, but I'd like for you to stop doing that as well. Please. The song continued into the late hours, and it started invading my dreams.
Oh no, I am so sorry. I had a hard time telling when you were asleep, so I just kept going. I was only trying to help, but wow, this really didn't pan out. Maybe I'm not worthy of being your friend.
That's rather extreme.
I always try to keep things light, but I feel awful right now. I need a jog to clear my head. Sorry for the trouble, Divine One. I'm off for my run. Goodbye.
Wait! Alfred? Ah, there you are, Alfred. Do you recall when you said you weren't worthy of my friendship?
Yeah. I didn't think hard enough about your feelings, and I made a pest of myself.
Well, I disagree with what you said. You're my friend, Alfred. We ended up here because you were trying so hard to help me, which I do appreciate. So please, don't ever say things like that again.
Sorry, Divine One. Everything I did was way off the mark. How could I possibly still call myself your friend?
You already do so much for me, Alfred. Doing additional things isn't necessary. You know, you were the first friend I made after I awoke. It would pain me if my first friend didn't spend time around me anymore.
Your first friend, huh? That's got a real ring to it. Thank you. I'd be honored. I did feel close to you, you know, even before you woke up. So when you finally did wake up, I was so excited that I went completely overboard. But I'm through with all that. From now on, let's be plain old friends.
I'd like that. Very much.
Good. Oh, I have a great idea. As my totally regular friend, what do you say we do laps around the atrium together?
Laps? As in running? Right now?
No time like the present. Off we go!
Now wait just a moment. I haven't even agreed. Alfred! Alfred!
Good morning, Divine One.
Good morning, Alfred. Is something troubling you? You look a little upset.
You could tell, huh? I'm dealing with a lot of emotions right now. You know me, I act, then maybe I think. Not the other way around.
Yes, I've noticed that in you. Once you have an idea, you run with it.
But for the first time in maybe ever, I'm dragging my heels getting something done. This time, if I act without thinking, I might end up destroying a perfectly good friendship. Plus, I'd be going back on my word.
What do you mean?
Remember when I said I wanted us to be plain old friends?
Don't tell me you're back to feeling unworthy of my friendship again.
I'm the Crown Prince of Fierne. I can't be a coward when it comes to this of all things. Plain old friends isn't gonna cut it with me anymore, sorry to say. Divine One, I want us to be closer than that. I said I'd stop going overboard when it comes to you, but I can't help myself. I even brought you this. See what I mean?
The embroidery on this is exquisite.
It's an old Firenese tradition to pass down embroidered clothes through the generations. This royal piece has been resewn so many times it's taken on a completely new form. Still, I have it. And I'm supposed to give it to someone important to me to show I care.
Wow, thank you so much. I will happily accept your gesture.
Oh, gosh. You're sure? It's not too much?
No, it's perfect. I feel the same way about you, thinking back. I felt that way almost as soon as we met in Lethos Castle. Now I have something for you. Please, may I see your hand, Alfred?
The Pact Ring?
We're going to be inseparable. I look forward to the journey ahead with you.
Thank you. I'm done holding back my feelings. I love you. You've made me the happiest man in the world.